Module 1. Why Aront is your easiest commission. Welcome to the Aront Sales Training. In the next few minutes, we're going to get you fully ready to sell Aront products on your floor. And here's the best part, it's simpler than you think. You won't need to memorize specs or become a tech expert. You'll learn what Aront is, how to run a 2-minute demo that does most of the selling for you, how to match the right chair to the right customer, and how to close with confidence. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to say, what to show, and when to just step back and let the chair do the talking. Let's get started. Hi everyone, let's be real for a second. Why are we bringing Aront into your store? Simple.
Help you make money.
But how do you actually do that? Well, that is exactly why you're watching this video. And look, don't stress out. You don't need to be some tech genius or memorize crazy specs to sell this. In this business, the experience is everything. Once a customer sits down, the product does a lot of the work for you. Why is Aront worth your attention? A few honest reasons. It sits at a premium price point, so one sale can earn you what several smaller sales might. The demo is genuinely easy to offer. Most customers are happy to try a free stretch. And the product carries a lot of the weight. Once customers feel buy stretch, many of them are already halfway convinced. You don't need to be a pushy salesperson, you just need to be a helpful guide. Your job starts with one simple move. Invite them to sit down. Once they feel zero gravity and buy stretch, you're not selling anymore. You're just helping them decide. Module 2. What is Aront? Never use a traditional massage chair to define what it is. Aront represents a next-generation approach to stretching and recovery. It's the ultimate tech solution engineered for a tight body, setting a whole new standard for modern recovery. Stretch your limits and take back control of your body. Here's your 10-second pitch. Don't explain features, explain feelings. Massage chairs relax you, Aront stretches you. This isn't a slogan, it's the core distinction. Traditional chairs press and vibrate. Aront actively moves your body like a stretch coach. It's an easier sell because it's a different category.
Module 3, the demo flow. Now the most important part of this video, the demo. 5 steps, same order every time. Step 1, ask one question before they sit. Where does your body feel it most? Lower back, legs, or feet? Here's a pro tip. If a customer says, "My feet are killing me," turn on the foot rollers before anything else. If they say, "My lower back is tight," start with heat and the lumbar stretch program. Match the feature to what they told you in the first 10 seconds of the demo. They will trust you immediately. Step 2. Invite them to sit. Take 2 minutes. I'll show you something you've never felt before. Step 3. Zero gravity. This is not just a recliner position. When the chair lifts your legs above your heart, pressure comes off your back and your body weight spreads out evenly. No pressure points. Customers describe it as floating. It's the safest way to start a demo because it feels good instantly. Try this script. I'm going to put you in zero gravity. Tell me the moment you feel your back lighten up. They'll usually say wow within 10 seconds. That's your opening to say, that's just the beginning. Wait until we start the stretch. Step 4. Buy stretch. This is Aront's signature technology, and it's standard on every Sentio model, so you can demo it on any chair on the floor. Buy stretch is 2 innovations working together. The hardware. Unlike chairs with a fixed footrest where both legs move together, each leg moves independently. And the software, tailored buy stretch programs that run real stretch routines, left leg, then right or alternating, the way a stretch coach would guide a session. Hardware plus programs together is what buy stretch means. During the demo, say, feel your left leg stretching, now your right leg? They move separately to give you an effective stretch experience, not just a massage cycle. That's buy stretch. You won't find independent leg stretch on the other chairs on this floor. Then pause and let them feel it. That moment of discovery is when they realize Aront is different. Step 5, the spine move. Say, lay back, slide your hand behind your lower back. On most chairs, there's a gap. On Aront, your whole spine is cradled. Feel that? That's the difference. Don't say SL track, let their hand find it.
Module 4. Match the model. Let's get clear on the three models. Sentio is the entry chair. 3D mechanism, gentle, one-button start. Perfect for first-time buyers or someone who just wants to unwind at the end of the day. Sentio Pro is the mid-tier. 4D deep tissue, 32 airbags, compact build. This is for active people who work out and want serious recovery. Sentio Max is the flagship. Dual mechanisms, the longest track, everything Aront makes. This is for the customer who says, I want the best. Here's a simple matching guide. Ask, how often do you exercise? If they say rarely or never, point them to Sentio. If they say 2 to 4 times a week, that's Sentio Pro. If they say 5 or more times a week, or I'm an athlete, that's Sentio Max. You can get this right in 30 seconds. Also ask, who else in your family might use this? If it's just them, any model works. But if they say, my spouse, my parents, my teenagers, guide them to Pro or Max. Those chairs have more adjustability and fit a wider range of body types. Aront also has a body scan feature. Before the session starts, the chair measures your shoulder height, your body shape, even your pressure points. Then it adjusts the roller position and intensity automatically. This is great for families. Each person gets a custom fit without having to fiddle with settings. Here's a rule. When you're not sure which chair fits, show them the next tier up and let them feel the difference. Then, let them decide. Customers rarely regret spending a little more for better recovery, but they do regret finding out later that a feature they wanted was one tier away. Your job is to make sure they choose with full information. For your own reference, memorize these key differentiators. First, the thing they all share. Bi-stretch independent leg stretch is standard on every model. That's the Aront signature at every price point. Then what separates them? Sentio is simple. Gentle 3D, armrest controls, leg and foot airbags. Sentio Pro adds 4D deep tissue, more airbags, voice control, and arm massage. Sentio Max adds dual mechanisms and the longest, most flexible track. Know these cold, and you'll always know what to show.
Module 5. Close the sale. The customer said, wow. Now what? You ask. Every time. While they're still in the chair, want me to tell you what financing looks like on this one? It's not, do you want to buy it? It's a small, easy next step, and it leads with the monthly payment, not the sticker. Always know the current financing promotion before your shift. When they say it's too expensive, or I can find cheaper online, do two things. First, reframe from price to risk. You might save a few dollars buying online sight unseen, but you might also buy the wrong chair. That's a much more expensive mistake. Here you get a full demo, expert matching, and delivery you can count on. Second, and this closes more deals than anything else, bring up financing. And with our financing options, you don't have to pay it all today. Many customers who love the chair simply need the monthly payment framing to say yes. When they say, let me think about it, or I need to talk to my spouse, never pressure. Give them a reason to come back. Totally fair. This is a real decision. Do me one favor, bring them in. Don't try to describe the stretch. Nobody believes it until they feel it. I'll put you both in the chair, side by side, 2 minutes. Then, hand them the model card with your name on it and the financing figure you quoted. You've turned a walkout into an appointment. And when a customer hesitates on the brand, Aront's official stretch and recovery partner for the Sentio series is Pamela Reif, one of the world's most recognized fitness personalities. Over 10 million followers watch her for training, nutrition, and recovery advice. She chose to partner with Aront because she uses Sentio Max herself after her own intense workouts. When a customer hesitates, "This is the chair Pamela Reif recovers in," is a powerful, true sentence. Module 6. When they compare. You will get this question. Customers may name specific brands they've seen online or in other stores. Don't get defensive, and don't criticize other brands by name. Use the question as an opportunity to educate about what makes Aront a different kind of product. Here's your answer. Against traditional massage chairs, they press and vibrate. Aront actively stretches. It moves your body. Against premium massage brands, many have excellent massage, but not independent leg stretch. That's a hardware difference, and the customer can feel it right here. Against buying online sight unseen, there's no demo and no one to help you choose. For a purchase this size, trying before you buy matters. Here's a confident script to use. You're right, there are a lot of good chairs out there, but this is the only chair on this floor that stretches each leg independently. Sit down and feel the difference. If you don't feel it, I've wasted 2 minutes of your time. But if you do, you'll know why it's different. That's not aggressive, it's honest, and it invites them to experience the value firsthand.
Module 7, the safety line. One more thing that protects you and the customer. If someone mentions pregnancy, a recent surgery, a pacemaker, or a serious back or joint condition, don't push them into a demo. Suggest they check with their doctor before regular use and keep the conversation on comfort and recovery, not medical outcomes. Aront helps people feel looser, lighter, and more relaxed. We never claim it treats or cures anything. Staying on the right side of that line keeps the customer safe and keeps your credibility intact. And here's your closing thought. Aront is not a massage chair with an extra feature. It's a different category of product. Independent leg stretch changes how your body recovers. Once a customer feels it, they can't unfeel it. You're not selling a chair, you're selling a better way to recover. Module 8, Expert Knowledge. Everything in this chapter is background, what you know, not what you say. Study it, don't recite it. Let's start with the track, the skeleton of the chair. A straight track only covers your back. An L track goes down to your glutes, but it doesn't follow your spine's natural curve. An SL track, which Aront uses, curves with your spine from your neck all the way under your glutes. The customer feels supported from head to seat with no gap at the lower back. Here's a truth bomb. 5D is a marketing gimmick. Real innovation stops at 4D. Aront uses 3D or 4D depending on the model. Being honest about 5D builds massive trust and sets you apart from other salespeople. Don't explain 2D versus 3D versus 4D. Say this. The difference isn't more power, it's more human. The chair senses your body and adjusts the pressure and speed so it feels like real hands, not a machine. That's what customers care about. Airbags wrap around your body and squeeze in a wave. It helps tight muscles let go. Heat is exactly what it sounds like. Warmth on your lower back or calves to loosen tight tissue before a stretch. And foot rollers massage the arches and heels. Some customers come back just for the foot relief. Here's how BiStretch actually works on a mechanical level. The system has 5 core components. Independent leg rests. Left and right operate separately. Dual drive motors. Each leg has its own motor, not one motor for both. A multi-position hinge that supports lift, extension, and rotation across multiple axes. Real-time position sensors that continuously track each leg's position and speed. And a control board that coordinates both legs to move together or alternately on command. Why does this matter? Traditional chairs have one motor moving both legs together. BiStretch has 2 motors, one per leg, enabling different motions on each side simultaneously. That's the hardware difference that makes everything else possible. When a customer compares Aront to a traditional massage chair, here's the framework. Fixed leg rest. Both legs move as one unit, driven by a single motor. The legs are passive, they just sit there while the chair presses on them. BiStretch. Each leg moves independently, driven by separate motors. The legs are actively moved through a stretch routine. Fixed leg rests deliver surface-level pressure on the calves and feet. BiStretch targets hip flexors, hamstrings, glutes, and calves in sequence. On a traditional chair, the customer feels like their legs are being pressed. On BiStretch, they feel like their legs are being stretched. That's the difference between a massage and a recovery session. Here's what makes BiStretch different from any other chair on the market. It's not one program, it's 8 distinct solutions, each designed to solve a specific problem that traditional massage chairs simply can't address. Let's go through each one. Iliopsoas, relax. If you sit at a desk all day, you know this feeling. You stand up and your lower back feels weak, like it can't quite hold you. That's your iliopsoas, a deep hip flexor muscle that standard chairs can't reach. BiStretch isolates and releases it. Hamstring, relax. If you train legs, you know the soreness that lingers for days. Your hamstrings are large muscles, and one side is almost always tighter than the other. BiStretch stretches each leg independently, focusing on the tighter side first. Piriformis, relax. This one is for anyone who feels deep pain in the glute or numbness radiating down the leg. That's sciatic nerve pressure. BiStretch targets the piriformis muscle deep in the glute, right where the nerve passes through. Cycling mode. This one's for cyclists, or anyone with stiff knees. It simulates the low-intensity pedaling that athletes use for active recovery, flushing lactic acid, improving blood flow, and mobilizing the knee joint. Flexura motion. This is more than raising and lowering the leg rest. It's an active stretch that strengthens the front of the thigh and promotes lower body recovery, preparing your legs for the next session. Torsion stretch. This is not a passive program. It actively twists and engages your muscles, waking them up and improving joint mobility. It's designed for morning activation or pre-workout warm-up. PNF stretch. This is the gold standard in sports medicine, the most effective stretching technique in the world. It works through a contract-relax sequence that studies show improves flexibility significantly more than static stretching. BiStretch automates this professional technique. One caution. That's a claim about the technique. Never promise a specific result from the chair. Leg and feet. If you stand all day, walk all day, or just spend hours on your feet, this program is for you. It combines foot rollers, airbags, and independent leg stretching into one comprehensive release from the soles of your feet all the way up to your calves. One technology. 8 targeted solutions. Iliopsoas, relax for desk workers. Hamstring, relax for athletes. Piriformis, relax for sciatic pain. Cycling mode for active recovery. Flexura motion for leg power. Torsion stretch for morning activation. PNF, stretch for maximum flexibility gains. Leg and feet for lower leg fatigue. And behind the brand, real engineering. Aront's BiStretch technology was co-developed with a leading university research team. Researchers who have over 200 published studies and 30-plus government-funded research projects to their name. When a customer asks, "Is this legit?" you can tell them exactly who built it. Not a marketing department, but career researchers in body mechanics and recovery. Master these points, and you'll never be caught off guard by a customer question. You'll sound like an expert because you are one. And that expertise is what turns browsers into buyers.
Closing. You're ready. First, give yourselves a hand. Seriously. You just finished the full Aront sales training and you learned this product deeper than most people ever learn what's on their floor. That effort is going to show. Let's lock in what you now know. You know why Aront is worth your time. Premium price point, one sale worth 3 sofas and a demo that does most of the selling for you. You know the pitch. Massage chairs relax you. Aront stretches you. Different category, clearer story. You know the demo flow, cold. One question, one invitation, 0 gravity. First wow, BiStretch, second wow. Then match it to what they told you. You know how to match the model in 30 seconds. Rarely exercise, Sentio. 2 to 4 times a week, Pro. Athlete or I want the best, Max. You know how to close. Lead with financing. Turn let me think about it into a bring your spouse back appointment and let Pamela Reif handle the hesitation. And you know the line that protects everyone. Comfort and recovery. Never medical claims. That's the whole system. So here's your first challenge. Tomorrow, on your first shift, get 3 people in the chair. Don't worry about selling yet. Just run the demo, ask the question, hit 0 gravity, start the stretch, and watch their face. Do that 3 times, and everything in this video will click because you'll see it happen with your own eyes. The demo does the heavy lifting. You guide. Congratulations on finishing your training. Stretch your limits. And let's go get that first demo.